Hi guys, today we're going to replace the starter on a 2008 Honda Accord.
First you want to remove this cover, 2 bolts 10mm on the top here. You want to remove this, just remove the one pin, pull it out with a flat screwdriver, lift up and turn it over. That'll be out of your way. Next you're going to want to remove this air cover valve. It's just one 10mm bolt. 2 squeeze clamps, just pull them back. The one is a radiator fluid hose line, so you will want to be mindful of that. You'll want to remove these 2 hoses. Just pull these clamps back. 10mm bolt here. There's a 12mm head here. 12mm bolt here. 12mm head here. 12mm bolt here. There's a 12mm bolt down here. There's a bracket down here that, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the head size is. It's probably 12. It was missing. I'm going to have to replace that. These 2 hoses you have to remove from this clip. Just slide them off and push them to the side. This piece right here, standard clip, pulls straight up. Unplug this from here. These are 2 pinch clips that sit in this bracket. Unplug this plug down here, which pull this straight out. There is another clip you will have to pull off over here. And there's a couple of other hoses. Hoping we can get down inside there. So this here is attached to this clip. You just lift it straight up. There's another pinch clip. You'll have to compress that and pull that straight back. Remove this vacuum line. On the bottom you have a 17mm bolt. On the top, which are the 2 main bolts, this one is really long. This one is a 14mm. You have to unclip this plug. There's a press clip that holds this wire harness. On this there is a bracket you will have to remove. That is a 12mm right here. It'd be nice if you could get this wire off here, but you can't do it in this position. At least I'm not able to, so I'm going to have to pull the 2 main bolts and then we'll pull that off and switch it out. So once you take both bolts out, ironically the bottom bolt on this one, the 17, was stripped, so it took me literally an hour to pull it out. Ridiculous. So you just have to pull this top bolt out and then we're going to switch it out. Match the 2 up real quick, just make sure everything looks, as proper as possible.
Hi guys, this is the editor's section of this video. So my crankshaft position sensor was supposedly causing issues with my motor. I replaced it twice. I had to take my vehicle in to do a complete electrical diagnostics. It turns out that it was actually the starter. Yes, that's right. I recommend highly that if you replace that crankshaft position sensor twice and it doesn't fix the problem, take it in. It cost me $350, but I tell you what, that's a lot cheaper than starting to replace other parts that you might believe are causing those random misfires and misfires specific to certain cylinders, and it's still showing the code that the crankshaft position sensor is off. And it might not be the starter, but that is what you need to do. Again, $350 is a lot cheaper than going through parts after parts after parts. So the starter apparently will send a signal to the computer indicating that it is acting like a timing issue, and in reality it is just the starter going bad. So be mindful of that. The job itself is fairly straightforward. I had a few issues from a salvage title vehicle. What do you expect? But yours, assuming that it was not a salvage title, should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, good luck and have fun. Do it in the warm weather, unlike me.